Hi guys. If you're hearing this, it probably means you're listening to the audio version of this show. Now, this is a very special podcast because it's our big overweight model railway quiz of the year, or something along those lines. However, the reason we're doing this is James and I are looking to raise money for charity. So, here's the deal. If you decide that you want to donate money to the All Aboard Club, you can visit their website. And if you prove to us that you've donated at least £5 to the All Aboard Club to try and help support them, we will send you a link for the video version of this podcast. That's right, there is a version where we will have our faces and all of our guests on show. So, if you're interested in getting the video version of this podcast, please message us to prove you've done it. Patreon get it free anyway, but yeah. On with the show. Welcome to the Model Rail Replacement Podcast, helping you get to your onward journey. A friendly service that helps you get from A to B, or probably nowhere at all.
Welcome to the Model Rail Replacement Podcast Christmas Special Large Overweight Quiz of the Year. It's our Christmas special, and what a special it is. I'm your host, James, and with me is co-host and producer, Sam.
For the first time, we are on video, which is scary, daunting, lovely, and we all look beautiful tonight, ready for Christmas.
We sure do. Yes, we've got a few guests on with us tonight, so it wouldn't be a quiz without some contestants. And we found this lot loitering around the exit at last month's NEC model show. No one claimed them, so we're now property of the Model Rail Replacement Podcast, and we decided to put them to good use and test their knowledge to see if they're worth keeping. You may recognise some of them as previous guests to the show. Sam, who do we have?
First up, we have Danny from Various Multiple Units. Danny describes himself as an avid steam enthusiast trapped in an EMU modeller's body. In his spare time, he likes to go magnet fishing at his local recycling centre. Next up is Steve, also known as the British Railroader. He used to like network selfies, but now he likes American things. Steve once came second place in a beauty pageant and won £10 before shortly being sent to jail. Thirdly is Tom from Buggleskelly Station. Tom runs a small model company producing models of various buildings and famous figures. Tom has recently been seen wandering the Yorkshire moors in search of the Beast of Bodmin, which he believes moved into the area to keep things fresh. He once gave the film Love Actually a score of 2 out of 10, describing it as okay. And finally is Lyndon. Lyndon is known for his layout Fareford Depot and trying to recruit people into the Fareham Model Railway Club, even though they live over 200 miles away. Some people have suggested he's building a small army and is planning a coup to overthrow the royal family. In his spare time, he likes to ruin children's birthday parties by sticking fireworks in the cake when no one is looking.
There we are. That's everyone. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Thanks.
Evening.
Evening all.
Hey guys.
Cool. So, first up then, we've got Danny was introduced. Danny, how are you this evening? You well?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Friday night. Unusual to be in this position, but it's all good. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. And it's good to see you guys again and to catch up with you all.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I think we last bumped into each other probably at the Demu for us, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Yeah, thank you for my little coaster. I feel very honoured.
They're all gone now. We've finally got rid of the lot, so they are now limited editions out there. So if you're lucky enough to have one, that's a keepsake to hold on to, and hopefully go up in value. You never know. So
25p.
Right then, Sam. What are these players playing for?
Well, it wouldn't be a quiz without a round about the podcast. So we'll have a grueling quiz to see how much our contestants have been paying attention as they battle to win half a tub of Quality Street.
This is exciting stuff. I hope you guys like the penny toffees. Let's play the Large Overweight Model Rail Replacement Podcast Quiz of the Year.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you for being upbeat.
Whoopee.
That's the spirit. Okay, then. So the first round is podcast questions. And I'm going to start off by saying the Locomotive Fight Club is regarded by the public as a southern biased bloody disgrace and is mostly Sam's fault. But can you remember what his anti-woke statements were his most controversial? So in the LMS round, Sam compared the Duchess to looking like what? What did Sam compare the Duchess to looking like?
We're supposed to have listened to this podcast, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So this is
No,
how we
don't you just
find
skip to
out.
the best bits though? That's what happens normally.
The best
bit-
bit.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
the
of it.
bit. That's the beginning and the end, isn't it? Forget the bit in the middle.
It's the adverts.
Do you know what? The algorithm, my YouTube data does suggest that people only listen to the news and then they leave. It's the most first thing, 13 minutes, and they're gone. So there we are. Right then, we'll
That
move on
must
to the-
cost a fortune.
I was wondering how long it would take. I was wondering how long it would take.
Yeah, that's about the time they leave.
That's my
The
favourite bit.
West County Farmer turns up, and that's it. They're off. Right then. The BR round saw Sam melt down worse than the Incredible Hulk after Starbucks got his coffee order wrong. But what got him so worked up? So,
Can you say that again, please, James?
Yeah, no problem. So it's in the BR round, something made Sam melt down worse than the Incredible Hulk after Starbucks got his coffee order wrong. But what got him so worked up?
And what's the answer?
Sam knows.
Probably because he thought he was in Costa.
It's one of Sam's more angrier moments on the podcast, from what I recall.
Oh, you wait till Monday's episode.
What was Monday's episode? I can't remember what we recorded really yesterday. Oh yeah, hey, that was right. Yeah, there's some Hornby
There's
bashing.
bills for that.
Right, then we'll move on to the next question. The best of the best saw a lot of upset, and many believe Sam wasn't going to let this loco win regardless. What was that loco, and what beat it to the top spot?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, but no problem.
Could you use it in a
best of the
sentence,
best.
please?
With the
Saw a lot
answer.
of upset, and many believe Sam wasn't going to let this loco win regardless. What was the loco, and which loco beat it to the top spot? So this was our Fight Club Best of the Best Battle Royale.
Oh, that was the most recent one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Should remember that then.
Yeah, I don't know about repeating the sentence. Can you repeat the podcast for us, please?
Can be found on Spotify. You can just put an earphone in. We won't notice. Lovely stuff. Right then, we'll move on to our next question then. During the LNER round, Sam picked the LNER P1 as his choice of need to make and ready to run. But what did he say it looked like? Well, obviously, Sam has a habit of comparing locomotives to very sort of abstract ideas, I suppose, is the clue there. In this case, the LNER P1. It was his choice, and he compared it to say it looked like what?
You have to get out of here.
Now, of course, Fight Club isn't the only controversial episode. There were many other instances during our run this year. There's an episode about fiddle yards in which I decided the title should be called what?
Oh,
What
God.
did I think the title, the fiddle yard episode, should be called?
You're not allowed to
If
say
you,
that.
if you do follow us,
Yeah, remember who the audience is, guys.
it's all right. Sam just has to bleep it out, doesn't he? But yes, if anyone you follow us on Instagram will know that I had to appear as a Boris Johnson lookalike to apologise.
This was a recent episode, if I remember rightly.
It's one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah.
It's probably episode 4 or 5.
What, you mean there's more than two series of it? Was it what?
Yeah. We had a little summer break.
Oh,
Like Ross and Rachel.
Yeah.
well, as I've not been on yet, I don't know, so it's fine.
You're on it now.
Whose suggestion was the name of the fiddle yard? Was it your suggestion, James? Oh, that's definitely that.
Right then.
If it's not, it should be.
Sam bullied me into buying an O-gauge locomotive in the episode You're a Bad Friend. But what was the loco? And what on earth was that episode about? And I genuinely cannot remember. So I'm hoping Sam knows the answer for this because I haven't put it down.
Well, hang on. If you don't, how are we supposed to know the answer?
Well, I'm hoping Sam will know the answer because it was originally his question.
He slept since then.
So that could be an issue.
You say it again, please, James. Sorry.
No worries. In the episode You're a Bad Friend, Sam bullied me into buying an O-gauge locomotive. What was the loco? And can you remember what that episode was actually about? Because I can't. Genuinely.
I'm going on mute so that I can listen to the episode whilst you're all writing the answers.
You didn't check it. What's your question? Oh dear.
He's better than Jimmy Carr.
Just to get the old laugh in there. Right then. The podcast is quite rightly famous the world over the UK. I'm hoping Sam knows the answer to this one as well, because this is also his question. With the UK, USA, and Australia taking the top 3 spots. But can you name the top and bottom ranking countries from the remainder? So UK, USA, Australia are our top 3. Who's essentially our top 4 and who's our bottom?
Is it every country in the world?
From every country in the world.
Surely there's a lot joint bottom.
I don't know. I didn't check. Spotify hasn't a list though, so it should have one at the bottom.
Got it.
Yeah, but if you listen to it on YouTube rather than Spotify.
Yeah, which I do. Don't want you to get any ad revenue.
Yeah.
That's ironic because we get more ad revenue from that than Spotify.
Yep.
That must cost a fortune.
Not as expensive as you think.
Right, James is loaded. It's fine.
Actually, I think from Monday there's a different advert, so it's he's taking a break. His old Chester.
Well, it's worth listening to, is it?
Hey.
Worth listening to, is it?
Oh, well, every single one of them. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a go. Give it a try. Try the podcast.
Well, I just listen to when I get my name gets mentioned, which seems to be regular these days. I don't know why.
Trying to keep your attention, you see.
Blame Sam for that.
I was going to put your intro as the person who follows Sam around all the time, but apparently that wasn't very kind.
That's an HR issue.
That's all right. We're our own HR. We're sorted. Although Tom's the boss.
Yeah. Sorry. I put my hat on.
That's it. We couldn't have the quiz without the boss.
There you go.
Is that an aubergine next to Dan? What's that in his picture?
Alf.
Christmas
What?
I believe
I
the
thought
correct.
this was a Christmas thing, so I was like, I ain't wearing a Christmas hat, so that's my
Christmas ain't the
Christmas
24th.
Christmas influence.
It is a Christmas thing, right? Lyndon, wind your neck in. It is a Christmas thing. It's a Christmas episode, and it's also called a gonk. All right.
Turn your sign the right way up.
What?
Right, that's the end. That's the end of the round. So Sam, let's go through the answers.
Okay,
I've
so
made such a mess of this.
it's all right. James and I lied.
You and me both, mate. You and me both.
There's no Quality Street left at all. Okay, so the answer to number 1 was.
Can we not just lie?
Hang on. Yeah.
Surely we could just lie, couldn't
Yeah,
we? And
so,
say that we got it.
Yeah, it's obviously we asked the Locomotive Fight Club, what did Sam compare the Duchess to? Tom, what was your answer?
I have no answer for that. I'm sorry.
You should always put some sort of answer in there. You may be right. That could be a 1 mark on a GCSE quiz. And I know you're the same age as me, so you did your GCSEs.
Yeah.
Steve, what was your answer?
I just put a GWR loco because
I
I'm
should have
pretty
done that.
sure Sam just compared everything to Great West.
It's a good guess.
Logos.
It's a good guess.
If it,
Strong
yeah,
guess.
It was not a bad guess. Danny, what did you put?
I'll be honest, guys, I couldn't remember, so I guessed it. The back end of a bus.
Oh, he's done it like on the telly. He's actually written it on a bit of paper.
That's it. Well,
It's like,
Well,
Lyndon?
I know Sam isn't very good when it comes to anything north of the Thames, so I kind of suggested it would be something.
Yeah, you're not far off. Lyndon, what did you go for?
Snoopy the dog.
Looping the dog. And Sam, what was the answer?
the answer was a barrister in a wig. That's right.
Don't remember that.
I do. It's stuck in my mind ever since he said
Right.
it. I can't unsee it.
Moving on.
Like a barrister in a Georgian wig. Come on, guys.
Sam, have you had your eyes tested recently, mate? I mean,
I mean, ironically, yes, but I mean, wait, why are we bringing up this problem now? This is an old episode.
Yeah, but they can answer back now. You see, when we
No.
record it, they can't answer back.
It's harder for me to edit because I've got to put the video out there so people will see the splices. Cursed you all.
And the grey hair.
That's why I'm going to keep changing my hat.
I did think about finding a change of clothes just to really ruin the continuity. So
It's all right. We've all got to take a toilet break soon.
I hope so.
okay, right. The next question was Sam had a meltdown worse than the Incredible Hulk after Starbucks got his coffee order wrong. But what got him so worked up? Tom, what did you put?
I put he's afraid of little lions inside circles. It was the BR logo.
What did you go for?
I put I might have got this wrong, but I thought this might have been the Deltic meltdown.
Very good. Danny, what did you go for?
EP2.
Yeah. And Lyndon?
They got the name on his cut wrong.
It was Sam.
The answer was the Deltic. It was about a Deltic.
Yes, the Deltic was the answer indeed. Sam got very upset and showed his dislike for that particular locomotive. Right then, so the next question was the best of the best. Saw a lot of upset, and many people believe Sam wasn't going to let this particular loco win, and another one beat it to the top spot. Can you remember what that was? So, Tom, what did you put down?
Flying Scotsman.
Flying Scotsman. And what do you reckon beat it to the top?
I've just written Flying Scotsman twice.
Scotsman beat by Flying Scotsman.
That is the kind of controversy that I really enjoy, is me being wrong against myself.
I like it with the smoke deflectors, not without.
Yeah.
Steve, what did you go for?
I seem to remember Pannier Tank. I could be wrong, but I can remember Sam just telling everybody that they were too common to be the best loco ever. But I wasn't really listening, Sam. I was driving at the time, and I just have you on for noise in the car.
Drown out the sound of the M25. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. You're welcome, mate.
Or the M27 concrete.
Wrong area of the world for Steve, but nice try, Lyndon. Well done.
Danny, what did you go for?
I put down A4.
The A4. Lovely stuff. And what do you reckon it got beat by?
I'll be honest, all I remember about the episode was the bubble car, the class 121. So whether it was or not, probably not. But it's for some reason, for me, it stood out. What can I say?
Yeah, not everyone was happy with that choice, but we liked it. Lyndon, what did you go for?
I went Black 5.
The Black 5. And the controversial loco?
Well, I thought it might have been the Deltic, actually.
Sam, what's the answer?
I've got confused hearing everyone's answers. It's made me second guess myself. I'm pretty sure it's the A4.
It is the A4.
Okay, good.
It was the A4. And what topped it, because this was the best of the best round, was indeed
The Pannier. Oh, good.
Yeah, we
Glad we said that at the same time. Nobody at home is going to hear the difference in that timing ever.
Nope. Lovely. Right. That's one more on the Fight Club round then was the LNER round. Sam picked the LNR P1 as his choice of need to be made and ready to run. But what did he say it looked like? Tom, what do you reckon?
I've just written Flying Scotsman again.
Ooh, I'll give you half a mark for that one. Steve?
I just wrote GWR loco again because
It's not
Sam runs
bad,
on a
yeah.
theme.
Danny?
I passed on this one. I couldn't remember that at all.
Fair enough. And Lyndon, what did you go for?
Completely failed.
I put dustbin because Sam could weather it quite nicely.
Sam, what did you say it looked like?
I said it looked like a Flying Scotsman on roids.
Oh, I did say that. I've just written that for every answer.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Hello there, little boy. What would you like for Christmas?
Well, I was wondering if I could have me models weathered.
Oh, ho, ho! The elves don't do weathering, I'm afraid.
Well, couldn't you get Emperor's Path to do it?
Emperor's Path? Oh, well, what is that?
He's his weathering service, and he'll make your models as dirty as you like. He can go over with the airbrush, or he can do the oils. It's wonderful.
Ho, ho! Well, that does sound wonderful, but how would I get hold of him?
You can contact him through his Instagram at Emperor's Path, or you can do Emperor's Path contact at gmail.com.
Ho, ho! Well, you have been a good little boy to tell me such things. Maybe you will get your locomotives weathered this Christmas.
Emperor's Path weathering. If it's not dirty, let's fix that.
Do you do sleighs?
Cool. Right then. So yeah, we'll move on. Sam bullied me into buying an O-gauge locomotive. In the episode You're a Bad Friend. Can you remember what the loco was and what the episode was about? So Tom, can you remember?
Was it a Ginty? The loco?
No, it wasn't a Ginty, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Do you remember what the episode was about?
no idea.
Oh, I've got no idea either. Sam.
Just to really break this up, we've missed a question.
I'd say,
Yeah, I thought you
I'm
had.
on question 5 at the moment. Are you on question 6, James?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, the Fiddle Yard episode. Yeah, that answer
Has it been a long week?
Patreon. It's
Is that 1 point to Sam?
we'll come back to the Fiddle Yard one. Yeah, Steve, what do you reckon the loco was, and what was the episode about?
I can't remember what the episode was about. I do remember you buying a loco. I just put something steam, possibly pannier, because as I know Sam always suggests, GWR.
You can have half a point for that. Danny, what do you reckon it was?
Well, I know O-gauge is a particularly pertinent one. So I put down Panya, being the GWR man that you are.
It's close, but no cigar. Lyndon, what did you go for?
I went very neutral. I just said steam loco.
Team loco. Yeah, that doesn't really cover it, does it? But it was a 14XX, to be precise.
Yeah.
And Sam, what was the episode about?
The majority of the episode was actually about Key Model World Live, as it was the first show for it. But also, there was a vast announcement that came out, and I think it was our first episode where we did a really big announcement, so we sort of mushed it all together. But Key Model World Live was probably the biggest part of the segment, and we did have James's son on as a special guest during that episode as well.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, so, there we are. It was enough.
He's the best guest so far.
Right then, yeah, as pointed out, then I missed a question. We'll go back. The Fiddle Yard episode, I suggested a title for it, which was rejected. Tom, what do you think that title was?
Was it Jimmy's Fiddling Yard?
You're not far off. Steve?
I couldn't remember, so I just put something pointless.
Fair enough. Danny, what did you go for?
I just put NS FW or whatever it is.
It's a good one. That is a good answer.
Not suitable
That's a
for
good
work.
answer. And Lyndon?
Fiddling issues.
Not far off. Yeah, the suggestion was that we should call the episode "You Can't Fiddle with, but You Can Fiddle with Your Trains."
Jesus, that's worse than my answer.
This is going out to the public.
This is the patron only answer.
I'll get safeguarding involved. Don't worry. Don't worry.
We bleeped it out. That's all.
Everyone gets to guess at home. This is derailed so quickly. I thought we'd at least get to round 2 before it went into this.
Yeah, it's falling apart. Right, we'll go to the last question. The podcast, quite rightly famous in the UK, USA, and Australia as the top 3. What's your guesses for number 4 and the bottom ranking countries? Tom, what did you go for?
I'm guessing Canada for 4 and North Korea as the bottom ranking.
I like it, Steve.
That's good. That is good.
I too went for Canada for number 4. I just picked Barbados for the bottom one because,
Not many
It's
railways.
Got to be one of them, hasn't it? Danny?
yeah,
I went with Ireland for number 4.
Well, that's a better answer.
Peru for not where you've never been particularly popular.
Like we said something really bad about Peru at one point, and the word got out.
We've been slagging off Paddington Bear.
Panpipes are shocking.
Lyndon, what did you go for?
France for number 4 and Lapland.
Okay.
Good shouts. Sam, what's the answers?
Number 4 was actually New Zealand,
Okay.
and the final spot goes to our good friends in Algeria.
There we are. There we go.
So that must mean technically there's at least one listener in every other country in the world.
Possibly. That means someone in North Korea is listening.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to look now. I think technically, if they've never listened to us in that country, it doesn't show up on my list. However,
Oh, I see. So there is someone listening in Algeria.
yeah, so there's physically someone.
Shout out to them.
Yep.
It is less than 0.1% of our listeners are from Algeria. Big up yourself, Algeria.
Do you offer a translation service for these rather unique countries?
No, we can barely speak English, so it's it would be difficult to translate. That's the end of the podcast round anyway. Sam, what are the scores?
I don't know. I don't think anyone really gave any.
Well, should we do it again?
It's in the
round
script.
again?
Yes, you're supposed to keep the score.
Nobody told me that. I had to write half the answers.
Right. I do believe Tom is on
kept my
1.5
score.
points. Steve is on 1.5 points. Danny's on 1 point, and Lyndon is on 0.
How many points am I on?
James, I think the phrase is yet to score.
Lyndon is yet to score.
Thank you.
It's early days. He could come for a comeback. So, Tom, it's nice to have you back on the show. How have you been?
Yeah, fine, thanks. It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you back on again. Your episode went down really well, and it was a pleasure to listen back to. But you've been busy. I take it. You've been doing well, the model shows, etc. With you.
We've been really busy. Yeah, we've got. I don't know when we're out with this podcast, but we're either just had the last show of the year or we're just about to have the last show of the year at Manchester. So
it'll be the last show of the year. We're going out the week before Christmas with this. So
oh, lovely. Yeah, it was great. Manchester was brilliant. Yeah, so thanks everyone who came along to see us.
Give it up, Manchester.
Yeah, thanks for all the people who spent all that money.
I can't believe the Spice Girls turn up. That was amazing.
I know. Yeah.
I didn't think
Boris
they're
Johnson.
Indus but there we go. It's nice to know people are opening their minds up to the hobby.
It is, yeah.
And that's when we're going to go on to our next round.
The next round is a music quiz called In Rod We Trust.
Yeah. Right, that's right. Pop sensation and ladies' man Rod Stewart has decided to celebrate his love for all things railway and make an album dedicated to trains. So, can you name these train theme songs from the lyrics? Now, we've asked Rod to come on the show, but he was a bit busy. So instead, we've got Lord Chester Worselton III. You probably better know him, shall I say, as the look at that guy. Lord Chester Worselton, welcome to the show.
Hello, it's nice to finally be here.
So you're going to be doing some.
Where are you from then?
I'm from generic.
Which part of Ireland are you from?
He's from the Brummy West Country.
I'm
What
from
are my Westerns then?
I'm from generic Swindon.
Oh, GWI area.
Lord Chester, obviously you're going to be reading out the lyrics for us. Have you got our first song?
I sure have. I got livestock. I got livestock. I got cows. I got pigs. I got sheep. I got mules. I got all livestock. Nearly said the name of the song as well. Just kept reading.
So there we are. Yeah, the lyrics are: I've got livestock. I've got livestock. I got cows. I got pigs. I got sheep. I got mules. I got all livestock. What's the name of the song and the singer, please?
I can do it in English as well if anyone needs it in English.
That's why I'm doing it again afterwards. Cool. Right, we move on to the next song then, please, Lord Chester Worselton.
You don't need money. You don't need change. Don't need a ticket to ride this train.
There we go. You don't need money. You don't need change. Don't need a ticket to ride this train. We have the name of the song and the artist. And then we'll move on to our next question. So third song then, please.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate.
There we are. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. So again, the title and the artist. We'll move on to the next question. When you're ready, Lord Chester.
I got the hearts for you. 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 Drop thy ghetto blaster.
That's it. So, yeah. I got the hots for you. 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 Drop that ghetto blaster. Yes, again, the name of the song and the artist. And we'll move over to our last song. If you would, please, Lord Worselton.
This one's quite a long one, just to apologise in advance. More like guidelines. It was 9:29. 9:29. Backstreet. Big city. The sun was going down. There was music all around. It felt so right. It was one of those nights. One of those nights when you feel the world stop turning. You were standing there. There was music in the air. I should have been away, but I knew I had to stay.
There we are. It was 9:29. 9:29. Backstreet, big city. The sun was going down. There was music all around. It felt so right. It was one of those nights when you feel the world stop turning. You were standing there. There was music in the air. I should have been away, but I knew I had to stay. Again, the name of the song and the artist. So thank you, Lord Chester Worthington III, for coming on the show and reading out those lyrics for us.
Thank you for having
hopefully
me.
It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. And yeah, that's the end of that round. We'll get Sam back and we'll go through the answers.
You can go milk his cows.
Go on and milk his cows. I wonder if he hasn't gone and got his locos weathered by Emperor's Path yet. Look at that.
Sorry, guys, I had to step out. What did I miss?
Oh, you just
Not a lot.
Lord Chester Worthington III was here. You know, the chap from your adverts.
Oh, we never get to see each other. So weird.
Mm.
Weird.
But
You
you're
missed
always
another
communicating
episode,
via...
It's all done in the studio. Never get to actually meet him.
Yeah. only through contact by Instagram or email. Emperor's Path. Right then, Sam. Let's go through the answers then. So the first question, the lyrics were: I got livestock, I got livestock, I got cows, I got pigs, I got sheep, I got mules, I got livestock. We'll go with the order of which people appear on my screen. So Danny, you're up first for this round. What did you put?
Hey, what you've got, It's the Way That You Use It by Bananarama.
I tell you what, if you've all managed to make livestock and agricultural song names out of this, then I will buy each of you a tub of Celebration.
It's a good guess, but I don't think it's quite right. Steve, what did you go for?
Well, you actually picked the non-musical person from my family to actually do this round. So I put Old MacDonald by Jeremy Clarkson.
Close, but no cigar. Lyndon, what do you reckon it is?
Money Song by Johnny Cash.
You've got the artist right, but not the name of the song.
Are we giving him a mark for that, or are we giving him?
Oh yeah, we'll get
You
yeah.
better.
Two.
You
We'll
better,
get
Sam.
mark for each right answer. So if you get the song and the artist, you'll get 2 points.
Oh, am I off the mark now?
Yeah, you are. You've got himself one.
Yay!
Tom, what did you put?
That's annoying because I thought it was Lonnie Donegan, not Johnny Cash. But I don't know the name of the song, so no idea. I've got everything.
Not quite. Sam, what was the name of the song?
It was Rock Island Line by Johnny Cash. Rock Island Line by Johnny Cash.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Rock Island Line, Johnny Cash. I've gone for probably a more obscure Johnny Cash song. He does like to sing a lot about trains, but this one stuck in my mind. So yeah, just the 1 point there for Lyndon. Right then, the next question was the lyrics: "You don't need money, you don't need change, don't need a ticket to ride this train." Danny, what did you think the song and artist was?
I think I've got this. Is it The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News?
It is The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. Steve, did you get the same?
I got It's the Power of Love, but I just put by someone American.
I'll give you a point for the song, but not for the artist. Lyndon,
The person who models American railroads didn't know the name of the American person.
I don't do music. Have you heard the intros to my videos? I really don't do music.
Have you heard my adverts?
Yeah, true.
Yes.
You don't do impressions either.
Yeah, I was going to say I advertise myself as being a voice actor.
Lyndon, what did you put?
Power of Love, but no artist.
Tower of Love, yeah, that'll give you a point for that one. And Tom?
Power of Love, Huey Lewis and the News.
Yes, well done. Lovely stuff. That's 2 points for you there, Tom. Excellent, cool. Yeah, I'm sure Sam can confirm that is the answer.
Yes, Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love, made famous in the film Back to Thy Future.
There we go, little factoid there for you. Right, next one was crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Danny, what do you reckon the song and artist was?
Oh, do you know what? I know this one, but I don't know it. So I passed.
You're going to kick yourself. You're going to kick yourself.
Yeah, I know I am. I can hear it now.
Steve?
I haven't got the foggiest, but the way Sam was doing it, I'm pretty sure Pam Ayres did it.
Sam wasn't here. It was Lord What's-His-Face.
Oh, sorry, Lord. Yeah, sorry, they're very similar.
Chester Worthington III. That's it.
It's a bit
Lord Slob of somewhere else.
like Clark Kent and Superman. You could swear that they're very similar, apart from a tweed jacket
and a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Lyndon, what's you gone?
Well, I thought crazy for you, but I think that's wrong. I know anyway, but never mind.
You're not far off with crazy, but we'll see what Tom's got.
Well, I kind of went down the same route as Steve because it sounded like the Wurzels to me. So I've got a brand new combine harvester.
Let's find out. Sam, was it I've got a brand new combine harvester by the Wurzels?
It was in fact Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Crazy Train
Oh.
by Ozzy Osbourne.
Crazy Train.
Oh,
We
no,
weren't, we
wouldn't have got
weren't
that.
far off with the Wurzels there. They're two very similar style. Right, the next one was probably got everyone a little bit hot under the collar with the lyrics, I got the hots for you, 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 drop the ghetto blaster. Danny, what do you reckon it was?
Now I do know this one because I was around when it was out as a single. S Express, S Express.
S Express by S Express, yes. Steve, what did yeah, Steve, did you get the same?
Absolutely not. I didn't know what it was, but again, it sounded like it was sung by MC Pam Ayres, thanks to Lord Doodah de Doodah's incredulous accent.
Fair enough. Lyndon, what did you put?
I thought one of those dodgy Michael Jackson songs, so no.
And Tom?
S Express, S Express.
S Express, S Express. Yeah, well done. Yeah, and I'm sure Sam can confirm that.
I can confirm that.
Right, and we'll get to the last one. It was 929, Backstreet Big City, blah, blah, blah. It's quite a bit of lyrics in there. Danny, any idea what it is?
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't tell you what it was. No idea. Sorry.
Fair enough. Steve?
I drew a blank on that one.
No, again, absolutely no clue apart from the fact that at that point it sounded more like Benny Hill was singing it in the style of Ernie and the fastest milk float in the West.
Nothing
So
wrong
it
with
could have
that
been.
song whatsoever.
Gonna put a stab in the dark there and seeing if it was right. Lyndon, what do you reckon it was?
I random guess ELO.
Yes. ELO is the correct.
Is it really? It was.
Yep.
It's just something weird. It's just ELO. Yes. Okay.
Or EIEIO, depending on who the artist was.
Any idea song?
I got the Weather Girls with It's Raining Men.
Sam, what was the answer?
The answer was Last Train to London by ELO. That's Last Train to London by ELO.
Yes, it was indeed ELO's Last Train to London. Right then, so that second round done up. What do the scores look like?
So sitting in last place, we currently have Steve with 2.5 points, Lyndon with 3 points, Danny coming in with 5 points, and Tom coming in with a whopping 5.5 points, leading after that round.
There we are. Well done. Very good round, everybody. So that was the end of the music round, and no one will ever know that Sam's edited this until we get it all in the right order. Steve, welcome to the show. You haven't been on the podcast before. We hope to be having a chat with you in the future. How are you? How are you enjoying the show so far?
I'm fine, though. I am feeling a little bit like an American celebrity who's come over expecting to be interviewed by Graham Norton, but has ended up on the One Show. It's kind of like, I've not been interviewed properly, so it feels like I've got the booby prize on the podcast.
But Steve, the Americans always sit at the right end of the couch, don't they?
They do. They do.
Talk about coat hangers with Giles Brandreth.
How do you feel about the election? We should go there.
You leave Donald alone.
Excellent stuff. Right then, Sam. Our next round, I think, before we obviously do our little parting ways, what's it called?
Well, first, I need every contestant to pick a colour. So write down the colour you want, and then when you're ready, hold up to your screens what the colour is.
What are the options? Any colour?
Any colour.
There's a lot of colours in the world.
A lot of colours. Right, Steve's gone for. Oh, his camera's playing up. Hang on.
Green.
I
Steve's
love.
picked green.
Can we just clarify that for those who are on the audio version, this would be the single reason that you need to get the video version and donate to charity? Steve wrote green. He currently has a green screen background, and when he held up green, it disappeared.
Tom's got puce.
Oh, they're so screwed. So screwed.
Oh no, it's railway related, isn't it? Let me change it.
You better change it before I Google what puce actually is.
Thinking, name a puce loco. Right, there we go.
Black. Okay.
Hopefully that's easier.
Danny, what did you go for?
I went for grey.
He's gone for grey. Ooh.
Interesting choice.
Well, it was originally green, but as soon as Steve put green up, I changed
You
it
can
to
have
grey.
the same colour.
You can.
If you want to have green, you can have green.
No, grey's cool. I'm cool with grey.
Okay.
Black a good idea.
And what was Lyndon's choice?
Off-white.
Off-white.
I'm surprised Lyndon didn't pick a particular shade of yellow.
Yeah. Yes, after your arguments over Network Rail Yellow. Tom, what did you go for in the end? Are you going with puke?
Hang on a minute. I won the argument, by the way.
We'll go with black.
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 Okay.
Lovely stuff. Right then. So, Sam, what's this next round going to be called then if everyone's now got their colours?
So this round is called You're Too Old to Know That Much About a Children's TV Show.
Yeah. All of
Yay.
you in it.
Oh.
I feel like I'm being targeted here.
Do we get a point for singing the theme tune?
No, because we
Which
can't pay
theme
the copyright on it.
I know Mattel would destroy us, wouldn't they?
Even if it's sung badly.
There we are. Right then. So, as you may have probably already guessed from the title and the fact that we've got you to pick colours, we would like you to name as many Thomas engines in your chosen colour in the next 30 seconds. But there's a few rules. You'll get no points if same contestants pick the same engines. So you'll cancel each other out on that one, but you can get an extra point if the character has only appeared in the original 42 books. So you can go for books or TV series, and Sam's going to start the countdown now. Oh, look at that, it's in the corner. How about that?
Are we writing these down?
Yeah, write them down. In the meantime, because obviously we don't want dead air, we're going to get Joseph, that model railway guy, hopefully, if he's not too busy, to give us 30 seconds of Thomas facts just while you write down your answers.
Hey everyone, that model railway guy here with some Thomas facts for you all. So, did you know that Thomas originally wasn't meant to be an E2? In fact, he was originally conceived as an elongated Y7 with 6 wheels. Donald and Douglas weren't originally painted black like they are in the TV series. Their original livery in the books was the Highland Railway yellow. Also, the Fat Controller is not referred to as the Fat Controller in the new TV series. He is now referred to as the All Body Types Are Valid Controller. Finally, Rhaenyra is a character that we all know and love, but this is an incorrect pronunciation. The name should be pronounced Rhaenys. So there you go. Hope you found that informative and enjoy the rest of the show.
Well, there we go. We did get a little tune. Right then, pens down, please. Okay,
Just looking at Tom's picture and
Shouldn't have chosen black, should I?
there was a reason why James went, no, you can go green.
Yeah, I did try and drop hints. In fact, you had the advantage because I told you at the show there'd be a Thomas round, and I was thought
I don't listen to you.
Clearly not.
Hey, not the only one, Tom.
You just wanted to take my money. That's all you cared about.
Yep.
Well, at least he came and saw you.
He did say he was trying to avoid you, to be fair.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's neutral now. That's it. He's off the friends list. That's it.
Dead.
Pretty small friends list now.
No, yeah. It's it
Well,
doesn't
do you
matter.
speak, Sam?
I can't go to any of the shows next year anyway because they all fall on the weekends I'm working. Anyway. Right then, we'll start with Danny because he's the first one in line on my screen. So, what colour did you pick?
I picked grey.
Have you got any engines in grey?
I know Spencer was grey. Well,
Yep.
see, grey, silver, it's the same kind of
We'll
thing.
give you
So,
Spencer. We'll give you Spencer because you've gone for a tough colour there.
and I remember, wasn't there one called Merlin that was
Yes.
silver as well?
Yeah, Merlin's a grey silver. Yeah, you can have Merlin.
And the only other one I could think of, God, I'm really sort of dragging the bottom of the barrel, is Duchess.
Yes, Duchess is also grey. Yeah, yep. I can give you 3 points for that one.
That's it.
There we are. Lovely stuff. Right then, well, I say 3 points. You may lose some, but I don't think anyone else picked grey, so you should be all right.
Cheers.
I was worried. So if someone picked blue and that, and they've both gone for Gordon, we could have cancelled it out. But Steve, what did he go for?
So I've got Percy, Henry, Daisy, Duck, Oliver, and Emily.
Killed it. Absolutely killed it for green. Yes, well done.
I counted 6 then. Was that right?
6 there.
Yep.
Yeah, I started 6 as well.
Oh man, I should have gone with blue.
Tom, you went with black. What did you go for?
Diesel,
Yeah.
Donald and Douglas,
Yeah.
the Fat Controller.
Yeah,
he
we'll give
does-
you that. Yeah.
Rusty, who's black in the original books.
Yes. Yes.
Ginty and Pug from the
Yes.
original books. And
Extra-
Bulstrode.
Them as well.
Is Bulstrode black?
Bulstrode is
Mostly.
mostly black. Yeah, he's black hole. So yeah.
That's my list.
Pretty good.
That was impressive because I only thought of Diesel.
Yeah, I had Diesel, Donald, and Douglas in my head, and I didn't think of much more. But yeah, no, that's good. Sam, did you get all that? There was double points there for Ginty and Pug.
And
Double-
Rusty was only black in the books as well.
Double points.
Was that what you said? If they're only one colour in the books, or
But it's character in the book rather than the colour in the book.
okay, I'll let you off then.
So I counted 11 in total for Tom there.
I only said 8, so that's great.
I am from Portsmouth,
Oh,
so
plus the points. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah 11. Yeah.
Lyndon, what did you go for?
Me, my unique colour was off white, so it means it could be anything, couldn't it? Really. So I went for Donald and Douglas, Toby, James, and Harold.
1 point for Harold.
I went for off-white, so that's pretty much anything.
Yes.
If you'd said not white, that is pretty much everything. But you said off-white, which means it is
Yeah, but you
still
can edit-
white,
you can edit.
but slightly worn. Off-white implies that it is still some sort of white.
Cool, there we are then. Right, that's the end of that round. Sam, have you got the scores?
So the scores at the end of that round, let's see if I can count high enough now. We have Lyndon on 3. We have Danny with 8. Steve with 9.5. And Tom is stomping ahead with 16.5 points.
My goodness.
Well,
No.
as soon as
I-
anything
I-
comes up about anything that's not Thomas related, then we'll lose a lot.
May I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
You said I had a point for Harold, so I should be on 4, shouldn't I?
You did get a point for Harold. Yes.
I gave your point to Steve, sorry.
I was beginning to think that either my maths is really bad or Sam's maths was really bad, but I decided to go with Sam's and just
It is the
go
latter.
with.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So while Sam recalculates everyone's scores, we're going to take a short break and actually talk about the charity that we would like you to help us support with this special episode.
For this Christmas special, James and I have decided to try and help raise money for the All Aboard Club. The All Aboard Club is where autistic, ADHD and SEND children can be themselves and have fun. They organise play sessions, where their play sessions can help children thrive in an environment where they are understood. At All Aboard Club, autistic, ADHD and SEND children can share their special interests in trains, and they create, connect and collaborate in an environment that is designed especially for them. If you'd like to find out more about the All Aboard Club, you can head over to their website at allaboardclub.com. There's ways of helping volunteer, and helping to donate to support the cause.
Cool. Right, and let's get back to the quiz, and we'll have another chat with one of our guests. Lyndon, welcome to the show again. To a brand new appearance to the podcast. Yet to have your interview, but you very kindly stepped in last minute to come on. We appreciate that. So, how have you been?
Very well, thank you. Yes, and thank you for ignoring me at the NEC. Seems usual thing now.
I knew where you were. I spotted it on the map, and me and the boy purposely walked all the way around. Just to avoid it, really. We passed Tom's stall several times just to get by.
Yeah, well, I know. It's one of those things with a big layout, you'd avoid it all the times, but it's one of those things. But no, thank you for inviting me to the thing tonight. It's been a pleasant evening so far.
Excellent stuff. That's good. I'm hoping everybody listening and on here has been having a good time. And as we said, we will try and do this for a good cause as well. So.
Indeed.
Just remember, if you're not enjoying it, it's for charity.
Yeah,
Most things are.
Do we get Lord Bubble Wrap? Do we get Lord Bubble Wrap?
Who's Lord Bubble Wrap?
Yeah, right. Let's move on with the quiz. Sam, what is the next round?
You forgot to ask everyone if they're having fun.
Is everyone having fun?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a no. What can we do to make it better?
End this now.
It's not far away. You're halfway through. Two more rounds. One on film, and then obviously it's a model railway podcast. The last question is going to be about model railways.
Everyone likes a good film at Christmas, so we're calling this round I'm Not Train Spotting, I'm Filming It For a Movie.
Yeah, that's right. We have descriptions of 6 movies, all featuring chains, that you have to identify them from their movie descriptions. So, Sam, do you want to read out the first movie description?
Yes. CIA agent causes havoc in the Eurotunnel when he ties a helicopter to a train.
So there we are. That's the CIA agent causing havoc in the Eurotunnel when he ties a helicopter to a train. Right then, let's move on to the next one.
MI6 agent rides around on the Orient Express after getting a love letter from the enemy.
So there we are. We've got the MI6 agent riding around on the Orient Express after getting a love letter from the enemy. Sam, what's the next film?
It's Like Speed if it was a train instead of a bus.
Yeah, It's Like Speed if it was a train instead of a bus. Next film, Sam?
Sorry.
See, I know this one got you when I sent you the script.
Kids trespass on the railway and stop a pannier tank that has no right to be in Yorkshire.
There we are. Kids trespassing on the railway and stop a pannier tank that had no right being in Yorkshire. And what's our next film? Film number 5?
10-year-old boy is excited to go to school where everything tries to kill him. Completely unrealistic fantasy where a ginger kid has a friend.
That's right. That's a 10-year-old boy. He's excited to go to school where everything tries to kill him. Completely unrealistic fantasy where a ginger kid has a friend. And what's our final film?
Unrealistic, because ginger kid has a friend.
Oh, the thing is, I've read these so many times, and I'm still trying.
Film.
Let's hope. Lovable bear lucks out with a great name by not being found at Victoria.
Yeah, lovable bear lucks out with a great name by not being found at Victoria. So there we are. That's the end of the film round. Pens down and answers, please. We'll start with Danny. He's the first one on my screen. So first question was CIA agent causes havoc in the Eurotunnel when he ties a helicopter to a train. What did he go for?
Mission Impossible.
Sam, is he right?
He is right.
It is Mission Impossible. Steve, did you get the same answer?
I did indeed. I got Mission Impossible.
Excellent. Tom?
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
And Lyndon?
Yes, indeed.
I'll give you a point to Steve. Don't worry.
And
it was on board a TGV as well.
It was.
And the train driver was David Schneider from
The
Day to Day and things like that.
I don't think we could have started this round's answers with the most train lover thing ever, where everyone's just reeling off more train facts.
The
train left from the London
terminus.
terminus.
The helicopter not tangling the wire.
On to question 2.
Right then, question 2. MI6 agent rides around on the Orient Express after getting a love letter from the enemy. Steve, what did you go for?
I went from Russia with Love.
Sam, was he right? Yep,
That's certainly right. Sorry, I put my thumbs up to all of you at home. More reason to donate to charity.
Danny, did you get the same?
Yeah, James Bond from Russia with Love. Yeah.
Tom?
Yeah, From Russia with Love.
And Lyndon?
Indeed, yeah.
There we are. Points all round for everyone there.
Was that nasty woman with the spiky shoe?
That's it. Yes, Rosa Klebb.
Oh.
Rosa Klebb, yeah, that's it.
Rosa Klebb.
This round is just
like
train
anything.
nerds trying to provide more facts to more facts to more facts.
All
This is why you should buy the video for this, not just listen to it.
Yeah.
And I can recommend to anyone get the December issue of Viz to see who they recommend to replace Rosa Klebb. I think it's an absolutely great article, including suggesting Postman Pat as Blowfield. But I don't want to spoil any more for that one. Right, let's move on to question 3, which was, it's like Speed if a train instead of a bus. So it's like Speed if it was a train instead of a bus. Tom, what did you go for?
I went with Atomic Train.
Atomic Train.
Which is probably wrong, but it's a very bad film that you should watch about a train that's going to hit Chicago and it's full of a nuclear bomb or something. It's very good. Really bad.
It sounds very much like the film that this answer actually is. Not Atomic Train, but it's probably the exact same film. Lyndon, do you know the answer?
Die Hard 2.
It's not Die Hard 2. Steve?
Oh.
I believe this is Unstoppable, which is based on CSX 8888, which was an ST40-2 that ran away back in, oh God, it's about 20, 30 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. Sam, can you confirm that answer?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is indeed Unstoppable.
It's pretty much the same plot, but a true story.
Yeah. Danny, did you get the same answer?
Yeah, strangely enough, the true story happened after Atomic Train, so, you know.
Maybe it was inspired.
I had 2 answers. I had Night Sleeper, which was that dreadful thing that was on a couple of months ago, where the train goes into Victoria Station at something like 100 miles an hour and suddenly stops. And the other one was that one with Denzel Washington with the subway train, but I can't remember what it was called. So clearly neither of them were right.
Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Pelham 1, 2, 3.
That's the one.
That's a good film.
1, 2, 3. That was the one.
Yeah, the answer was indeed Unstoppable. So just a point there for Steve. Right then, the next clue was kids trespass on the railway and stop a pannier tank that had no right being in Yorkshire. Lyndon, what do you think the answer was?
I think it's the Railway Children.
Sam?
Ding, ding, ding. It's the Railway Children.
Okay, cool. Tom, what did you get?
Yeah, Railway Children.
Excellent. Steve?
The Railway Children.
And Danny?
Damon, Railway Children, yeah.
Railway Children, yeah. But points all round for that one. It was indeed the Railway Children.
It was a pretty bad clue, though, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Pretty bad clue, though, wasn't it?
You're finally racking up some points and you're complaining about the question.
Go back in your box.
But I remember there's a film called The Railway Children. That's the only bit I remember about that film. So that's why that's the clue. Anyway, we move on. 10-year-old boy is excited to go to school when everything tries to kill him. Completely unrealistic fantasy where a ginger kid has a friend. Danny, what do you think the answer was?
To be honest, I didn't know this one, so I'm guessing Home Alone.
It's not Home Alone. Steve, have you got an answer?
I haven't got a clue because I don't think I've ever seen a film where a ginger kid's had a friend. So, you know, it must be quite rare.
It exists. It exists. Tom, what do you reckon it was?
Harry Potter, I'm going to say Philosopher's Stone. Guessing that's the first one with the train.
Ding
Yes,
ding. Well done.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Lyndon, did you get that?
Yeah, exactly the same answer.
Held up a piece of paper just to confirm. Definitely some cheating going on there, right?
Look, it says Harry Potter. Look, there, look, not crossed out. It does say it.
That says Harm Potter.
Thanks for the last answer.
Can you read, James? I'm amazed.
Yeah, no worries. You get a point for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Right, the last clue was lovable bear lucks out with a great name by not being found at Victoria. Lyndon, what did you put?
Paddington.
Paddington, indeed. Tom?
Yeah, Paddington.
Steve?
Well, I was going to put Liverpool Street, but then I thought that might be wrong, so I put Paddington.
Paddington. Danny?
Yeah,
Sam?
Paddington.
Paddington, there we are.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, the answer was indeed Paddington. So that's a good round all round for everyone. They're pretty much 4 points again. So Sam, how do the scores look now?
Okay, so Lyndon's on 9 points. Danny is on 12 points. Steve is on 13.5 points. And Tom is currently on 21 points.
So embarrassing.
Lying ahead. Excellent stuff. Right, that's
I should have stuck with puce for the colour, shouldn't I?
But if we lose this, do we get the other half of the Quality Street in?
You just get the wrappers. Right then, we'll move on to our final round. Sam, what is it?
Yes, it wouldn't be a model railway podcast without some model railway questions. This round is called If Model Railways Are So Expensive, Why Aren't the Ladies Swarming Round Me? I do not need anyone's answers. Thank you very much.
So yeah, that's thanks to everyone for coming on the show. It's been great to talk to you. And so obviously we're going to move into this final round. As we say, it's called If Model Railways Are So Expensive, Why Aren't the Ladies Swarming Round Me? And it wouldn't be that Model Rail podcast without some model rail questions. So let's see what you remember about this year. So question number 1. Well-endowed layout owner Pete Waterman broke the world record for the world's largest portable model railway. But can you name all the locations modelled on his making tracks layout? So that's well-endowed layout owner Pete Waterman broke the world record for the world's largest portable model railway. But can you name all the locations modelled on his making tracks layout? Question number 2. Hornby broke the mould and had a summer announcement. What was the livery of the HST that was announced, and what was curious about this choice? So that's Hornby broke the mould and had a summer announcement. What was the livery of the HST that was announced, and what was curious about this choice? Move on to question number 3. Akira Scale and Cavalax decided the model railway industry needed some more new rivalries, and so both announced the Class 60. How many liveries can you name that have been announced? So that's Akira Scale and Cavalax decided the model railway industry needed some new rivalries, and so both announced the Class 60. How many liveries can you name that have been announced? We'll move on to the next question. At the start of the year, 2 events occurred which sounded the calls of the death of the hobby. What were these events? So at the beginning of the year, 2 events occurred which sounded the calls for the death of the hobby. What were these events? Move on to our next question. Rapido Trains had a week of surprises when they announced new projects. What Welsh locomotive was an unexpected surprise? So that's Rapido Trains had a week of surprises when they announced new projects. What Welsh locomotive was an unexpected surprise? In the Hornby January announcements, they announced a new tool to suit period 1 Modelers, what was the new tooled locomotive? So a new tooling was announced in January by Hornby to suit Period 1 modelers. What was the announcement? Right then, that's the end of that round. Let's go over the answers, in which I know of two of the questions I haven't quite filled the answers in. So, but hopefully you've all got it wrong, and we can just say you're all wrong, and no one gets any points, and no one will ever know. We'll start off with then the first question. Unless Sam did Google the answers, did you manage to find the answers? Well-endowed layer owner Pete Waterman broke the Waterman even broke the world record for world's largest portable model railway. But can you name all the locations modelled on this making tracks layout? Tom, what have we got?
Well, I was there. I saw it at the NEC, and I can't remember. I think Milton Keynes, and I think Watford, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, Milton Keynes and Watford were definitely two locations on there. Danny, you got any more?
Was it Leicester? Was it Leicester?
Leicester. Don't think Leicester made it on there. Lyndon?
Bletchley and Road Cutting.
Bletchley and Road Cutting. Yep, they made it onto there. Steve?
I had Watford and kind of a bit to the left of it and a bit to the right of it.
Yeah. There was a Watford and a bit of left and a bit of right. Yep. No, I don't know. How are you scoring that one up, Sam?
Yeah, good luck.
Well, I also got Watford and Milton Keynes as well. So do I get 4 points?
Yeah, I had Watford and Milton Keynes.
Yep. Additional points for them. So apologies.
That's all I had.
There we are. Cool. Right. Hopefully Sam's tallied up the scores for that. We'll move on to the next question. Was Hornby broke the mould and had a summer announcement? What was the livery of the HST that was announced, and what was curious about the choice? Lyndon?
The only one I can think of was the two-tone grey one, but I could be very, very wrong there.
Wasn't a two-tone grey one. Steve, you got an answer?
The only thing I can remember, and I can't remember if it's Great Central or Grand Central. Didn't they do one where it's meant to have buffers, but they did it without just as an ordinary HST?
Sam?
Yeah, correct.
You give me one.
That was it.
Yeah, it was indeed the Grand Central livery, and they went for a variety that didn't have the buffer beam, which was a bit curious. Danny, did you get the same answer?
Yeah, Grand Central buffer set not used is what I wrote down.
Lovely stuff. And Tom?
I think I'm working a year back by mistake, because I thought it might have been. I remember they brought out the Queen Elizabeth livery, something or other, a year after she died. Yeah, the Jubilee livery. So that's what I thought it was, but I think that was actually last year.
Yeah,
and it probably wasn't HST. So
yeah, was that the LNR Silver Jubilee one that they did, wasn't it? Sort of.
Yes.
Yeah. Curious. That was a curious choice, but it wasn't the answer. No, the answer was indeed Grand Central livery, and a buffer beam was missing. Right then. So next question was: Secure Scale and Cavalex have both decided to announce Class 60s. How many liveries can you name? We'll go with Danny. What did you get?
So I've got all the triple greys, so construction, coal, metal, petroleum, and what was the other one I'm missing? No, that was it. Yeah, so that's those. I had those four: Transrail, EWS, Colas, and the Evening Star livery, the green one. And that's all I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Do you mean for the Evening Star? BR bronze green. Yeah, we'll give that. It's the same colour.
The one that Hornby have just done.
It's not my area of expertise, so I'm quite pleased that I got a few of those. I got
Just to clarify,
DB
James,
carb.
Am I giving a point for every right answer?
Oh yeah, every right answer, because it's the only way they'll catch up with Tom.
All right, I'll read these out then, and I'm very proud of this. DB Cargo, EWS, Colas, Transrail, and GBRF.
Yeah,
that was 6, right, Tom?
If you like, it's actually 5, but.
Lyndon, what did you put?
I was quite vague on mine, because I couldn't remember. I said blue ones, the grey ones, EWS.
We'll give you a mark for EWS.
There were grey ones.
There were grey ones, but there's more than one
I could
company.
have put Off-White, but you would have said no.
Steve, what did you go for?
I obviously, because I'm a keen follower of the British model railway scene, I went for triple grey with different stickers on the side. EWS, DB. I don't know if they're doing load haul, mainline, British Steel. They were the ones that came to mind, only because they're the only ones that I know. The class.
Yeah, no, I do believe you've got 6 there. Is that right, Sam?
Yep, I counted 6. So
6 there. Well done.
So I'm not going to list all. Actually, yes, I am. There's 14 different liveries available. There's the Capag livery. There's the steel on steel livery. There's the petroleum ones. Let's be honest, I don't care enough to read out all the answers. However, I can tell you that Danny got 8, Tom got 5/6, and Steve got 6, and Lyndon got 1.
1, yeah.
Well,
It was
even though I said
definitely
grey
5
ones,
that I got.
don't grey ones count?
we wanted a little bit more than just grey.
Can I see the rules of this competition, please?
We make it up as we go along. That's how we make up all the rules. Have you never listened to our fight clubs? Literally
I
make the
do.
rules
On occasion.
Right then, Lyndon. At the start of the year, 2 events occurred which sounded the call to the death of the hobby. What were these events?
Loss of Hattons. And depending on where you're starting, because I thought the NEC stopping.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. The Worley show at the NEC stopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is indeed the answers. Yeah. Hatton's closing and Worley ending. Tom, did you get the same?
Yeah, same Hattons and Morley.
Danny?
Hattons and Worley, yeah.
Yeah. And Steve?
Yeah, Hattons and Worley.
And Worley, yeah. Full points all round for everyone there.
Proud of you all.
Right then. Now, hopefully I got the question right this time. Rapido Trains had a week of surprises when they announced new projects. What Welsh locomotive was an unexpected surprise? Danny, what did you put?
Either the engine.
Either the engine is correct. Tom, what did you go for?
Yeah, either. Yeah.
Lyndon?
I've the engine. And I remember Sam being so excited about this one as well.
He was over the moon. Steve, what did you go for?
I got either the engine.
Lovely, yeah. It was indeed either the engine, which was announced by Rapido Trains as an unexpected surprise to the hobby. Right then, in Hornby's January announcements, a new tooled locomotive to suit period modelers was announced. Tom, what was it?
Locomotion.
It was indeed Locomotion. Danny, did you get the same?
I did, yeah.
Lyndon?
I did, actually. Amazing.
And Steve?
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, it was indeed. It was Locomotion, which looks absolutely fabulous with the painted samples they've just put out. So we're looking forward to that one. Right, that's the end of the quiz. Sam, drum roll, please, as we tally up the scores.
Yes. I'm going to see if I can find a drum roll sound file for this, but probably won't be able to find one. So coming in last place was Lyndon with a score of 17. Coming in at third place was Steve with a score of 26.5 points. This is where I've miscalculated. And then coming in at 28 points was Danny. And then Tom coming in at first place with 32 points. We've been here 6 minutes whilst I added all of that up.
I think you missed Tom's half point as well.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. The point that really mattered in this. The tiebreaker.
Well done, Tom. Anyway, you are this year's model rail replacement big overweight quiz of the year winner. Congratulations.
I am as well.
You can share your quality streak with us, Tom.
I will. I'll post you all some out. In
Can I have the pink one? Have the fudge ones, please?
No,
I think last place gets strawberry cream, doesn't it?
I don't mind the strawberry cream.
They're the best ones.
We'll swap. I'll swap it for a 4TC.
You're giving away the full TC.
Thanks for coming on,
Everyone
Lyndon.
else-
You've been greatly appreciated.
You've all been appreciated. Yeah, we really do appreciate you giving up your time and coming on. And yep, thank you very much. So this is the end of season 2. Thank you everyone who has listened all the way through, and especially this episode. As a reminder, you do head to the Just Giving page to support our choice of charity. And we will be back in January for season 3. Thank you very much. This has been the Model Rail Replacement Podcast Christmas special. And hopefully we've been entertaining, informative, and a replace your model railway, if only just for a little bit. I've been James. With me, it's been Sam, Tom, Danny, Lyndon, and Steve. Thanks for listening.
This service terminates here. Please ensure you take all of your personal belongings with you.